Hello, friends. Hope you're doing well. Tonight we have grapefruit Zevia. It is grapefruit citrus, sorry. So this is, if it'll focus, there it goes. This is Zevia's version of Fresca, I guess. It's pretty good. It's Fresca-esque, with, although Fresca itself is like nothing. There's nothing in Fresca, so I don't know if this is that much better for you. But it's a Zevia. So Zevia, where you at? Sponsor me. Give me some pallets of Zevia. Also, while we're at it, Zevia, if you're listening, you have a box at Costco, okay? And it's like all your worst flavors in one go. Like you've got Dr. Zevia in there, that's the good one. But then creamy root beer, I don't really mess with that. And cola is just, it's uninspired. Give me the cherry cola. Give me the palette, the Costco palette of individual flavors. That's what I want. Excuse me, that was a burp. So I sat down without having anything to talk about. I've got some notes here on the desk, which I think these are from old ones. Old things that I wrote down. Yeah, so I don't know, we're just gonna ramble and we're gonna find the point along the way. Also, I have this microphone, which I still haven't used yet. I haven't tested. I want to do a test. Get two microphones going, see which one sounds better. This is the Shure SM7B, I believe, is what it is. Yeah, SM7B, you can see it. If it'll focus on it. I gotta get it in front of my face. There it goes. And this is the Rode NT1A, I think, or the NT1000. It's basically the same mic. The 1A is like the anniversary edition. Oh, here's a bunch of ideas. These are my ideas. Let's see. Dumb movies that I love. My favorite rom-coms. Family-friendly movies. Movies I watched in 2020. I'm gonna scratch that one off because I do not remember that. Although I think I kept the list. My girlfriend stole one of my pens again. Rude. Movies I think all filmmakers should watch. Underrated movies. Movies I loved as a kid. Comfort movies. Random love languages. New apartment tour. How to write jokes. I think I've talked about that a bunch. The time I shit my pants at Adventureland. I'm saving that one for a 2,000 subscriber special. So, I don't know how you get an ASMR channel to 2,000 subscribers, because you don't just be like, share my videos, because that's weird, because like, who shares ASMR videos? I don't know, but once we get to 2,000 subscribers, talk about the time I shit my pants. Let's see, film set stories. For my first PA job, talking about the lingo and the time I fell asleep on set, which is awesome. Ice cream stories. Oh man, I haven't made an ice cream story video in 5 ever, but I've got one about one of the most inappropriate things ever said to a 16-year-old, not by me. Embezzlement, talking about how there was some drama and a lot of money got embezzled. The drama between 2 young girls. I might have to change their names. The time somebody got their thumb chopped off in the Zamboni. Might have to change the name there too. I could talk about the coach, who was super intense. The time I played hockey with NHL players. Spoiler alert, did not go well for me. Let's see, the time one of the managers had sex with one of the girls, there's so many things with that. Probably the reason I have diabetes is something called Extreme Code Red Mountain Dew, which I would drink a lot of. Basically, it was Code Red Mountain Dew, and then I would add a pump of the cherry slushy flavoring, and I would drink so many of those every time I worked, and I worked there for like a decade, so that's probably the reason I've got diabetes now. Don't drink soda, kids. Drink Zevia. I wish I had found Zevia earlier. I might not have diabetes. That's actually true. Although I probably would have still be drinking my extreme cold red Mountain Dews. My diabetes juice. Yeah, we can laugh about it now, even after all the terrible things I've been through the last 2 years. I talk about investing, but the last investing video I did not do well. So I don't think people are interested in hearing me talk about investing, because there's not that much interesting about it. But if you want to know about investing, ask me questions, and I'll tell you what I know for free, because I'm a nice guy like that. And also, I feel like when I talk about things, it helps clarify my own thinking about it. Also, I need to shave. Look how I can't grow a beard. I just get this like really stupid teenager stubble. And I'm 35, which is why people think I'm younger. Good problem to have, right? Yeah. So these are ideas that I've got for videos. I've got probably a bunch more sitting on I have a Notion, which I haven't updated that in a long time. But there's probably a bunch more, and there's probably a bunch more in my notes folder on my phone, and probably in my little box of ideas. I just write, when I have an idea, I write it down on a note card and throw it in this box. And the idea is that, like, whenever you're bored, I could just pull out a note card, but I'm never bored. I always have something to do lately, so I wish it wasn't like that so I could work on fun stuff. Anyway, speaking of ideas, I've got an idea for this video, and it is, let me find it. Oh, maybe it's over there. It's over there. Anyway, it's a piece of advice I like a lot, and it's talking about what to do when you're having a bad time in your life. And this is the advice. I'm not gonna tell you who it comes from, because it's kind of a polarizing figure, and I feel like so often people disregard advice, good advice, when it comes from a controversial source. So we'll just say he's like a motivational person that some people don't like for reasons, and that's good enough. But basically the advice was this, is that if you're having a hard time in your life right now, get out a piece of paper and a pen or a pencil, whatever you like to write with, writing utensils. Don't use your phone. Take the phone out of the equation, okay? There's something about writing it down that's so much more satisfying. At least I find that. You know, if you don't find that, just try it. Get the phone out of the way. Just remove those distractions right away, and sit in a room, whatever room you spend, the most time in, whatever room is supposed to be relaxing to you. If you live at home with your parents, it's probably your bedroom. Maybe that's, some kind of den, office, whatever. If you work from home, that could be your office. Maybe it's your living room, whatever. Just like the room you spend the most time in. And sit there with a notebook and just look around at all of the problems in that room. And no matter what room, there's things that bother you. I assure you, if you look hard enough and make a list of 100 items that you can do, 100 action items. So it could be, if it's your bedroom, it's picking up the clothes, it's taking the dishes out, it's changing out the curtains to have blackout curtains. It could be, washing your sheets. It could, all that stuff. There's so many things on there. Straightening things, doing a declutter run, and don't just say like declutter my bedroom, because that's too big. You gotta narrow it. You gotta be like, declutter the closet. Like, go through the shirts, just the shirts, and pick up the ones I don't wear anymore and take them to Goodwill. You gotta get micro like that. And if you do it that way, it's more manageable, because none of the things seem like impossible big tasks. Each task should be like a 10 to 15 minute task, and try to just knock out like 100 of them. Just write them down, and then just go at that list. You don't have to get it all done in one day. Just start, just one thing here, one thing there. Every day you pick one, you do it, you knock it off. And once you've crossed off all 100 things on that list, think about how your life has changed just a tiny bit better. And then start that process over again with a little bit wider net. So instead of, the room you find serenity in, maybe it's your entire household. Maybe it's the bathroom that's dirty, that the shower needs to get, degunked. You gotta, maybe you want to change out the shower head for a nicer shower head. Think about things like that. List of 100. Then just go, add it 1 or 2 things a day. Get them done, cross them off. Once that list is done, like you've done 200 things, like you've made a ton of progress. You're doing great. Awesome stuff is happening. Your life has probably changed. I'm not gonna say considerably better, but that you've probably noticed an uptick. And if nothing else, it's that action, that positive action makes you want to do more things. It wants you to you want to get more done. It feels good. You notice your environment is changing for the better. And then you start to think about, like, okay, what about me? What can I do? Like, let's go. Maybe you want you have a more fashionable look. So it's like, okay, I'm going to go buy, like 3 new shirts, 2 new pairs of pants, new pair of shoes, new coat. Boom, new style for the winter. Just get it started, something small. It doesn't have to be like, whole new wardrobe, baby. It could just be like, go buy 1 new shirt. Go buy a coat that fits who I see myself as. Not that Costco jacket you bought. That was a good deal, and it's warm, and it's nondescript. Buy that jacket that represents your personality. When people see you wearing that jacket, they'll be like, there goes that guy or girl or non-binary person, and that, boom. If you're into metal music, get you one of them leather jackets and put the spikes on it. God bless, let's go. Not even God bless. Hail Satan, whichever, I don't judge. So, you think about that, and you think about, by the time you've made 10 of those lists, and you think about things at work, you think about things in your core, you think about things in your neighborhood. Go fucking fix stuff in your neighborhood. Like, is there a sign that hangs weird and it's missing a bolt? Go figure out what fucking bolt it needs and put the fucking bolt in and make the sign right. Are you bothered by those little, like, shitty signs that are like, we mow lawns and shit, that people put on intersections? Go pick those up, put that on the list. Go, and as you see just how tiny actions start to have a big effect on your world, things you will feel your presence in the world. You will feel your effect. You will feel your ability to make change. So that's some of the best advice I've ever gotten. I think that I've ever read from one of those self-help books. Now that you've heard the story, if you're curious about the source, it's a guy named Jordan Peterson. Some people like him, some people don't. He's had some really dumb things to say about social hierarchies, especially how it relates to gender. But again, it's like, okay, well, whether he is or is not right about that stuff, and I don't think he is. I think he's stuck in, like, he's definitely got, like, a boomer mentality about some of that shit. And it's I think some of the thinking is stuck in a past day that it doesn't map to today as well. So a lot of people are mad about it. But I can see how he got to where he got. If you just never, like, opened your eyes and look and saw how family dynamics have changed tremendously just in the last 20 years, let alone the last 40. So that's, you can go ahead and cancel him, but there's a couple good ideas in there. And you know what? And if you don't like him, if you can't stand him, well then, you know what? I just stole his idea, and that's an idea from this fucking idiot. Now you've got ideas from me, and if you're watching this far, you probably don't hate me that much. Or maybe you do. Maybe you just fucking rage watch my ASMR videos. That's how you get to sleep. Just pure anger. Just like, you just like go Super Saiyan, and then you pass out from the rage. boy. Well, if that's, Godspeed, you fucking maniac. Citrus, grapefruit citrus. It's like Fresca. So I got my list. My list is over there. It's got a lot of stuff on it. It doesn't have 100 things on it, but it could have 100 things on it. So I'm gonna make 100 things on it. I'm gonna go do that. Once I finish this video, while the video's rendering, I'm gonna go make my list of 100 things. And yeah, that's the game. That's the goal. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. I hope you're doing well, and if not, well then motherfucker, sit in a room or in your car or wherever and make a list of 100 things you can do to improve just the tiniest bit of improvement, and do all those fucking things and see how all those tiny changes, see how that adds up to a brick, and then fucking just keep stacking those bricks until you feel better. That's all I got for today. So I hope you're doing well, and if not, I hope that turns around for you real soon. And I hope I've given you a weapon that you can use against bad times, and we're gonna get through it. So thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.